at the start of stage 19. The route starts in Albertville, finishes at the top of Plagne. Today we have about 130 kilometers for the stage, 4,500 meters. There are 5 categorized climbs, 2 Cat 2s, 1 Cat 1, and 2 HC climbs. This is going to be a pretty exciting stage to watch and pretty tough one for us to ride today. And we climb.
First climb of the day. Pretty much immediately, this stage starts with this climb. Taylor, you remember the name?
Henry sur Eugene.
Ah yes, the famous Côte d'Henri sur Eugene. Straight into it. I think the neutral start for the race will probably end 5Ks or less, so the guys go straight into the climbs and they never stop, never flattens out. All right, as we make our way up this first climb, it's quite a nice, gentle 5% grade, although I'm feeling kind of heavy. I've got about 5 kilograms of breakfast cereal in my stomach. Every morning we have a cereal feeding frenzy before we take off on the stage. I think a lot of people think nutrition is kind of complicated, but ever since Taylor figured it out for all of us, it's really quite simple. So Taylor, what is the secrets to riding all day and feeling good, or as good as you can?
It's really just staying on top of the nutrition all day, being consistent, and honestly it's all about the carbs.
Yeah.
You don't really need fat, protein, even on long rides. If you're just staying on top of the carbs, I mean, I do it mostly through just bottles, mix, some gels. It's really the key, but
so basically sugar is all you need.
I mean, when I'm traveling, I'm literally using table sugar, about 100 grams or so per bottle. That'll last me a little over an hour. But even on the slower days like today, you still want to have a good amount if you want to feel good for following days. So you could make it through with less, but if you want to feel good that day and the next day, you really gotta stay on top of it.
And how many carbs an hour do you think, just for a long endurance day like today?
Depends on how much you weigh, but for women, it's probably somewhere in the range of 60 to 80 grams an hour. For men, I would say 70 to 100 plus. When I'm racing, it's usually about 110 to 120 an hour.
Well, how does that compare to, say, a pro racer in the tour? What are they trying to knock down an hour?
And I think I've heard the likes of Matteo, doing 160 plus per hour.
And they're getting that mostly through what, gels and
mix, yeah.
Just got over the first climb. Between the first and second climb and the third and fourth, they're not true descents. They're just little 2-3K dips. So I'm not gonna film those ones. And yeah, it makes it a bit harder than on the stage 18. You get these long descents, 20-25 minutes, so you get to recover. These ones, you just go in a little dip and straight into the next one. Tough stuff. Time for Taylor's tour fact.
This is the Col de Sacy. This is a very infamous climb, one of the most infamous stages probably of all time. Cycling, at least, I think so. I think it was stage 17 of the 2006 tour. Floyd Landis had lost 10 minutes on the day before. He had a complete meltdown in the Alps. And this was the last mountain stage of that tour. And so with 120K to go, the break had a little over 10 minutes, and he just rode solo on the front, rode all the GC guys off his wheel, and ended up catching the break after this climb, and then just rode right through the break. Got a 7-minute gap on this stage, which put him close enough to yellow, where he overtook the previous yellow jersey on the last time trial. And then after the tour, he got popped for testosterone from his urine sample in this stage. And yeah, I mean, he lost his overall tour title for that.
Battle of the bags. It's on.
Alright, we are descending the Col de Sacy. This is a 17-kilometer descent. Not sure on the average gradient, it's somewhere around 6 to 7%. This one's going to be blind for both Safa and I, so we're going to kind of cruise until we get out of town, and then... Oh, bike feels twitchy without the bag. A break on that, you're gonna be maybe doing more work than the climb.
We finally got a nice big descent after the second climb, but very little rest. About a kilometer flat and then straight into the next climb, which is looking like 1,000 meters of vert in 12 kilometers. So this one's steep. Wish us luck. Col de Pré done. That was definitely the coolest climb so far of the two stages. Felt like we were in the Pyrenees. Reason the tour is special, and it's because it's the epic places it takes you. I mean, this is just wild. Start of the Cormet du Roseland, something like that. Doesn't get any more scenic than this. This is an absolutely gorgeous part of the world. Short climb here after a very short flat descent. So not much recovery again between the third and fourth climb. I think we might be enjoying this a lot more than the pro riders when they come through in miserable weather. We've just crested the Cormet de Roseland. It's our fourth categorized climb of the day on stage 19. 3,000 meters done and 1,500 to go. Now normally a 3,000 meter day, Alex and I 2 months ago would be pretty chuffed with that and be going home. But yeah, these tour stages are absolutely massive. So we've been training the last couple of months, building up our endurance and our elevation. So I just want to let you guys know that this is not something you just jump into without any prep. These are days that will really make you suffer if you're not ready. They're going to be hard enough just if you have trained. The guys that are doing the tour, they're doing these back to back to back for 3 weeks. I have no idea how they do that. We did stage 18 and we were supposed to do 19 right after it. And we ended up looking at the weather. It wasn't amazing, so we put in a rest day in between. So we've done these 2 stages over 3 days. And I'll tell you what, yesterday it would have been pretty tough to finish this day because we were cooked. So yeah, big respect to the guys that can do this for 3 weeks. Don't come in here unprepared and think you're gonna knock out 5,000 meters. It's not gonna happen. Top of the Comet de Roseland. Taylor Dawson on the cam. Oh man. No grip on that fucker. Well guys, that is what sometimes happens when you really push in descents. Also, when you're feeling pretty confident, you get over the edge. Honestly, I can't tell you why I crashed there. Obviously we're going fast, but didn't go in any harder or lean it over any further than any of the other hairpins, but just slick bit of road maybe. So yeah, it's really dangerous riding bikes down descents like that. Tour guys have got to do it day after day after day, so obviously when the peloton's doing it, they kind of take it a bit easier, but if you're in the break, you often really want to push on. Super dangerous sport, can go from being your best day to being your worst day very quickly. I came off lightly here, a little bit of road rash, unfortunately ripped the bibs. The gloves, a lot of people ask why I always wear full finger gloves. Big hole in there and nothing on my hands. So yeah, I'm always wearing the long finger gloves for that reason. Bit of a bummer, but yeah, nothing too serious. Bike's okay, I'm okay. Only thing not okay is my bib shorts. So yeah, I've got to do another couple hours now with my butt hanging out, or hopefully we'll find a shop. But yeah, even the most experienced of us go down when you're pushing pretty hard. So if you want to have a good day, dial it back a little bit. And when you're feeling super confident and you haven't crashed for a year or two, you're gonna crash pretty soon if you keep pushing. Loading you back up, Taylor. Sorry, boss.
Safa said the pack was too light today, so he crashed, so we had to buy him supplies.
Medical supplies.
It's like half a kilo, dude.
Okay, couldn't find any safety pins. That's the skin. Ah!
5:30 p.m. Seems to be a bit of a theme. 19 Ks, 1,400 meters. Let's take a quick pause for the yellow bike. Beauty. Safa had to stop for a pee. Taylor waited. This is my moment. This is my moment. I'm going for it. Back-to-back stage wins. The story of the underdog. Only 12K to go. Hey. Go. He said, Ali, I'm going. Over halfway. You gotta believe. You gotta believe. Still nowhere in sight. Never underestimate those two.
It has come to our attention that Alex has pulled the sneaky one on us. Told us when I was taking a pee he was gonna slow roll. We saw him get out the saddle and push it. And we haven't seen him for the last half an hour, so we're starting to up the pace now. 7K to go.
We're out for blood.
We are out for blood. My wounds are giving me some adrenaline. Taylor, he wants that yellow jersey.
It's starting to hurt now, but we're getting so close. We're getting so close. What an experience these two rides have been. Almost there, inside 3K.
Really pushing now. Still don't see him, but hunt is very much on.
So close. It's gonna happen. Just gotta believe.
Three and a half K to go. Still have no sight of him. He's on a flyer. He's found his best legs in years.
Inside the barriers. Almost there.
1K to go. We finally see him. Looks like he might have cracked. Crazy 7K. All out effort. Not giving in without a fight.
Heartbreak. Heartbreak.
Heartbreak for the young American on La Plagne. 500 to go.
No, that's how it is. Oh.
And that is so often how the races end. Right down to the wire. We had no radio, no time gaps. We literally didn't see him until just over a K to go, but he can't give up. He's got to go all the way to the end. Done. And I think we do what everyone else up here is doing, is a quick collapse. Oh, I'm dead.
That was close.
That was ridiculous. Sprinting for the bonus seconds. Oh. Wow. What a finish to our little tour. Got nothing left to say. I'm cooked. Taylor can barely stand. Proud of you, Al. You've come up in leaps and bounds. You'd still be at the bottom of the climb if this was 2 years ago. So yeah, I mean, we weren't really waiting around for you too much. We were trying to catch you, which is a little different than normal. Yeah, beautiful place to have some fun with friends. And we get to do it in the sun, and then watch the pros do it in the rain.
It never rains in France.
Never rains in France. La Plagne, we doubted you as just another ski town, boring climb, but it's really beautiful. Nice way to cap it off with the boys. We just cruised down there because we've already crashed once today, and it's been a long 2 days. So yeah, we just cruised down with the sun going down. Beautiful. Time to hit some bike paths to the house and jump back on the edit. Proud of these guys, proud of us. Our second 14-hour day. Thanks for following along and tuning in for the next part of this adventure where we go after the pros in the rain. I hope we get a couple of dry stages, but we'll see. All right, we're on La Plagne. While we climb this monster for a second time, I'll just give you some info of what we were wearing and using during this trip, because I didn't do that last time and a bunch of you asked. So Taylor and I were in the ASOS S11 bibs, the Stradivari. That's the latest one from ASOS. It's their race bibs. Alex, tell us what you've been wearing.
I've been wearing the Mealy GTS bib short.
Yeah, so that's more endurance flying, but nice that there's something for everyone. We're all wearing the S11 jersey too. Most of the time it's my capsule collection. You can see us wearing the cast helmets too. Taylor's in that beautiful new colorway, Utopia. Alex and I, we went for the Bertoni. But yeah, a whole new selection of colors from Cask. Pretty cool one, so check those out. All right, we've probably got an hour and a half to climb here, so while we slog away, let's have a look at Alex's bike.
All right, I'm gonna give you guys a quick run through of my bike I've been riding on the tour. This is the Scott Addict RC10 frame in a size extra large, in this beautiful Sunbeam black colorway. Some special things I swapped out for the trip. I got these 32C Conti GP 5000 STR tires. I'm running them at 59 PSI in the back and then 58 in the front. Got the sit-up tubeless on the Synchros wheels. Super comfy, super light. For this trip, I got some big rotors on here. Got a 180 in the front and a 160 on the back. Shout out to SAFA for telling me that works. Been absolutely loving that. For the gearing I'm running, I got a 52-36 chainring up front and an 11-34 at the back. Then I've got a 165 cranks on here as well. So then I got this frame bag on here. It's just, you know, being the filmer guy, it's nice to just have extra gear in there, and then also nice to put nutrition and like rain jacket and things in there. It's just, yeah, nice to not have it all in the pockets and have a little extra space if I want to carry some extra stuff.
We have arrived. We're trying to find the ASOS guys. Weather's looking pretty dismal right now, which was expected. Doesn't seem to have dampened the fans' spirits too much, I'll say that. Looking sharp, Alex, looking sharp. Handsome Boys Cycling Club over here. Yeah.
Never rains in France.
Never rains in France. We're wearing everything we have. Race is over. The tour is wrapped up, I'd say. We got to get down this mountain, and it's a shame it's raining, but spirits are pretty high all around. We got some awesome footage up here. Party with the SAFA'S crew, but all good things must come to an end. Let's keep it upright, and first one back, it's a first shower.